Okay, I think we're ready now. I hope this is streaming okay today, this bloody stream. I must try and make sure, guys, it's just working alright. You guys can hear me okay. The chat's on. The live chat's on anyway, which is good. Lighting's good today. Doesn't look as dark as it was last week. Bloody hell. That was a bit of fun last week, wasn't it? It was in the dark. Right, okay. So as you guys are getting ready, I'll give you guys about 5 more minutes. Get your questions in now if you want to, guys, and we'll start the chat very soon. Just going to go off camera for about 5 minutes. Just got to sort something out first, and then you guys be back in half 5. When all of a sudden things go to plan, Evan's arrived. Had to sort her out because it really has been crazy. We're fine. We're on. Hooray, we're sorted now. Welcome, guys, to Queensville Live. Apologies I'm late. I have been out this afternoon shopping and shopping and shopping. It's Devon's birthday today. It was yesterday actually, but it's his birthday anyway. Up to Queensville. It's time for us to have a general chat tonight. So apologies I'm late. Just had a few things to sort out. Yeah, I've got a couple of issues with my streaming, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on with my streaming because last week the streaming went weird. I mean, I've not touched any settings in OBS. It's my broadband's acting funny for some reason. My Virgin broadband is apparently, it's been acting really, really unusual. It was working okay on Facebook, but on YouTube it's working like crap. So I don't know whether I've got to put my output higher or anything. I have no idea. I need to I just have to sort this out, guys, so you gotta bear with me about this. The streaming's absolutely terrible on this. I've got a funny feeling I might have the bit rate's fine. 264, yeah, that's fine. 25, that's fine. Oh, the stream bit rate will be set to 160, which is up on the limit for it. Is it? Okay. Fair enough. Like that. Okay. So I know that the video output is low. I don't know what is going on with this stream, to be honest. I don't know why. The health bar says it's green and it says it's okay, but on here it's just like, no, it's not accepting it. So I don't know if I have to update OBS. I don't know. No, that's green now, but it goes a bit funny. My weird internet goes weird. So anyway, but if it goes like choppy changey thing, don't worry about it. It's just my internet goes crap for some reason. So do apologize for last week's stream, by the way, guys. Yeah, my internet was just really, really silly. So it was just mad. So if the stream goes up and down, it's just not me. It's my broadband is crap. That's why the broadband's crap anyway. So welcome to Queensville, guys. Anyway, I hope you had a good Saturday. Today we're just going to talk about the follow-up to the movie, to the Queen movie. It's some information, apparently new information has come out for the Queen movie, would you believe? So hopefully that. Questions today, guys. But today's topic today's topic is going to be something I was thinking about actually a few days ago. Today's topic is best Queen tribute acts on the UK. Best Queen tribute acts, or even in the US, I know it. That's something for later. Got some information to tell you about the album, guys. Coming up in a minute, actually. Mikkel's here, as always. Chat's working okay. But like I say, guys, if the stream goes weird, it ain't me. That's just fucking YouTube being a bitch. First of all, if you have seen yesterday, Queensville's YouTube channel has had a little bit of a makeover this time. This album is coming out soon. It's nearly finished, would you believe? Jade's album is coming out in about, not long now, 2 weeks' time it's out actually. And that's actually the same week we launched the website as well. We haven't launched the website yet because basically we just put everything on hold for a week or so. Next week we have got this album is finished next week, would you believe? Which just took so long to do. We finally got it finished. And that's not all. we have this lovely lady back on board. Geordie's album Dead Inside is getting released. And good news, this album gets recorded next Tuesday. For real. Next Tuesday, this lovely person, Geordie, is coming. We finally get Dead Inside recorded. Dead Inside is released. We've changed the artwork on this now. Now we did have this idea to do the white label, but we're not going for this anymore. Nope. We are scrapping this idea. I received an amazing artwork from one of my friends who watches this channel, Mikkel. Mikkel has been an absolute amazing guy. You're going to see now the new artwork that we approved for this. We have had yesterday, was a brilliant day yesterday, it was amazing. The meeting was just superb, absolutely superb. Can't really talk about it much, but obviously business stuff. We are going to show you now the new artwork for the front cover for Dead Inside. And I have to say a big thank you to Michael who's done this because he took him ages to sort it out. This is the new artwork for Geordie's album Dead Inside. And I have to say, this took him just ages to do. Let me just get this sorted out here for one moment. Geordie has a print of this now actually on her drive. This is the new cover art that we're using on this this next album I'm going to produce. And I know guys, you guys have been messaging me like crazy. Why was Dead Inside never ever out at the time you said it was going to be out? Yeah. Yesterday, Geordie came into the meeting yesterday. She's approved this image, this artwork is going on her album. After Jade's album comes out, we're going straight on this project. Hopefully by August, this will be out. And it's going to be signed. And we're also going to release it on vinyl and a CD as well. And this Dead Inside album has been the longest process we've been trying to get out. And I'm telling you guys, we finally get it done. So, Mac's going to do the guitar work again on it. We're happy with it actually. We're very pleased with all the results that come out of it. Devon's going to have to sit down because he knows I've got crisps in my hand. So that's why. No. All gone. 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 Lie down. Huh. So, the release date now for Dead Inside is August. The release date for Jade's album is going to be, well, I don't know. No, I'll tell you the date it's coming out. It should be coming out on the 18th of June. So 18th of June is the official date now for this album to be out because we've nearly finished it. Well, we are struggling with backing vocals and my voice was absolutely wrecked yesterday. And I couldn't even sing the backing vocals on the songs. So, unfortunately, I've had to duck out on it. I had to duck out on the backing vocals. I would have liked to have done the backing vocals on it, but they just don't sound like me on it. But we'll keep this on the screen for a while anyway. And Jade's album comes out in 2 weeks' time. And you guys are going to love what we did on this album. Absolutely amazing. It was cool. And we just had we had an amazing month. We took us nearly about 4 weeks to get this album finished. We did all the tracks I did all the tracks in like 2 weeks, but this album's getting finally out. And you guys can purchase it on the website at stentertainment.org, which is not launched yet, so don't start bothering Googling it because it's not even live. It's going to get live on the 18th of June now. So, and we just want to really get this finished because we've nearly got all the tracks finished now for this. We've had to cut it down to 10 tracks because there was tracks that Jade couldn't do because what happened was there was 3 songs we had to cut because the ranges were hard. They were very hard. So, but you guys are getting 2 bonus tracks anyway, which is even cool. And the exclusive news we can tell you is But we have to get this arranged by Mr. Brian May first. We're doing a Queen cover on this as well. Jade's got a version of No One But You on this, and she has got a CD of it, and finally she's getting a copy of it for me for Tuesday. And she said, I want to put that on the album. I don't want to do Wanted Dead or Alive. And I said, that's absolutely fine. We'll keep it for the second album, with the Gothic album coming out. So she kind of was going for the feel of saying, I want to really do that One But You, because it sounds really good for the album to come out, obviously. And we just, as I said, that's a brilliant idea. So we all approved it yesterday, and we said, I think that's a good idea to do that, actually. Fortunately, disc was fucked yesterday. We couldn't get it ripped or anything. So basically, that's what's going on. But I have to arrange that with Mr. Brian May first. I think Queen Productions will probably be okay with it, to be honest. But I don't know how much money I've got to pay for it. That's the thing. So we'll see. We'll see. Apart from that, though, it's going ahead. So this album's coming out in 2 weeks' time. And Diggers Factory will be interested in as well, because Diggers Factory vinyl presses are going to start from probably about the week before, and the week it just manages to come out. So we're going to get, when pre-orders are going to start actually on, pre-orders are going to start pretty early from where it is. But we will be getting it sorted out, guys. I promise it will be. And by Friday, there'll be an announcement on YouTube as well for the album to come out. So I hope you guys are going to tune for that. So I'm really excited that this album's nearly done. And after that, Dead Inside's the next one we're going to do. And then we've got a Gothic album coming out by her. And then we've got other things planned for the next year. And you guys will get to see these guys out on in the pubs. Live in the UK. Watch out, we're coming. So that's what's been happening this week. It's been absolutely brilliant. We've had a great few days doing the album. We had a lot of time on Thursday to do most of the tracks. We've basically went through every single track last week. We just went through lots of stuff. We've changed some tracks in it now. We've actually compromised it with using songs that I had on Geordie's second album. We're going to put on Jade's first album. Chains has actually made the album now, which we finally got sorted out. That was the one that we actually did, and that was the decision we made, and I thought it was good. And I really love the mix of Chains on it. It's brilliant. Some recording on it we've got to do on Tuesday, and then our beloved Geordie's going to come in and do Dead Inside at last. Finally, yes. So Dead Inside will be out. So it's going to be good. And it was nice to have her back as well, because it was just a month of just craziness what happened with us. But the reason that it was delayed was just because there was a lot of crap going around and loads of problems happening and everything else. It wasn't my business. It was just the thing happened with the situation in hand anyway. But apart from that, Jodie re-signed yesterday, and we're happy that we had a new contract made for her. And basically, Jade's going to support her now for everything, and I'm happy about it as well. And Jade's kind of like my assistant now, really, so she's kind of been in the business. But it's been good. But yesterday was fantastic. I have to say a big thank you to everybody who came down yesterday at that meeting. It was brilliant. We have like a monthly meeting every month to discuss what we're doing with the future and everything about it, which is a great idea. We're at this place called Vestitilli's in the town centre, and it was a beautiful place there, and the food was outstanding. I think I probably am the best caterer in the world. Yeah, catering was a joke. I'm not going to discuss about the catering side of stuff anyway, but from my point of view, I'm happy. Everything is just nice and great, and that's how. This is why I told you guys about that UK music scene shit going on. You see? Don't pressurize people. Never do that. So this album's coming out 18th of June. So look out for it online. If you guys have got questions about streaming material, I'd like to hear them, please. And also today's topic: best singers, best Queen tribute act singers. But let's start off with some Queen news first. I have been watching the Untold Story this week. The uncut version of the Untold Story on YouTube in parts of stupid 25-minute parts, which is ridiculous. I started watching that uncut version, and I really enjoyed it. Actually, I hadn't seen it for ages. Apparently, someone said it was 2000. No, the re-edit was done in 2006 because there was extra parts in that, but prior to the box set version of it. I also noticed that that version contained the original audio by Sean Pertwee on it, which was just fabulous. The version on that box set is absolutely dreadful. So Sean Austin, somebody did the comment on that. Bloody awful. Ugh. It's just like Ted Poley. You know, we've seen little means and ways of charismatic ideas and stuff. You know, but start watching that anyway, and it got me thinking. The other day. Well, if Freddie Mercury had still been around, right, you would think that he would still have been the masterpiece of the world. Because what I actually did realise was that Jade was been for quite a few days in here. But yeah, nothing really to do. And she came up that Thursday and she said the guy was phenomenal. And I said, Jay, you know, he was a legend. He was a brilliant, amazing musician of the world, and he was absolutely fabulous. So yeah, may he reign his pride and prejudice to the world. Really cool, really good stuff. So I started watching that. Anyway, I started watching that documentary, and I just really got into the mode of how he was writing his material, and how he did the material compromising for Jade's album as well. And I've had an amazing experience mixing this stuff, and I welled up so much within a week. I just welled up so much. Yesterday I was crying. Yesterday I was upset. I was just upset about the one track we did that was Fallen. We did it on Thursday, and it was just magic. It was magic that happened here, and Jade was spot on with it. Very happy with it, actually, very happy. So that's why I watched the documentary and I went, got to do something else next time with it anyway. So that's really brilliant stuff. But the only thing about that version of the Untold Story from 2006 is it's just got extra bits in it that they didn't put in the original cut of it. And I think that's a little bit better. It's longer. It's about 2.5 hours, that one. Originally, that's actually the director's cut. The version they put on the box set is just the rubbish version of it. It's terrible. So I actually delete it. It's just it's the same edit, but it's just rubbish. Bad thing was it. Right, chat now. Did you hear? Michael says, did you hear the Dream Child song "You Can't Take Me Down"? Yeah, I think I did actually. I think I heard that on HardRadio.com. Played it. I think I heard it once. I think I have heard that song. I'm sure I have. I'm positive they have played it. I'll see if HardRadio.com's played it. I have heard it. Yeah, I'm sure I have heard that song. Pretty good actually. Hope the rest of the album by Dream Child is the same in vein. Well, you never know. It varies on. It just varies on people's type really of music what they want to do. You know, sort of thing. I mean, with Jade's album, that's been phenomenal. We've just written some great tracks on it. We did like Take Me On the Night. We did Burn, which is finally getting video produced for it. And it's just magic. It's just magic stuff. Even the red and blue on this album and the secret voice is just so fantastic. And we started doing the mixes, rough mixes we did this week worked out brilliant. Oh, honestly, they're so good. And I'm very happy with it, actually. I'm very happy with the release of it. But yeah, I said it before, bands, if you like them sort of bands, check out the single first. And if the album goes downhill for Front Ears, you know what I mean. It's them anyway, I suppose. Michael says, you're welcome, Tez. I wanted to do the album art for a long time. Glad it's happening. Yes, back on schedule, mate. Now we see the backside done now with these stars. Black with stars. Just the same image, but with stars around it in black. And it would look great on there. Oh, She doesn't want to do it in the forest. Looks a bit too stupid on it. So it's definitely, yeah, we got back on track with it now. And that's the next one we're going to record is Dead Inside when Andy comes back from holiday, because I can't go next week. I've got to go down the week after because the guy's in Ireland next couple of days. He's doing a tour there. And follow him on Facebook, Andy McCann. Brilliant, brilliant musician. He's got 3 bands actually now. Yeah, so he's back the following Friday to see him. Eric Alper posted this on Facebook. Spice up any album by having dog whistle sounds every few minutes. No. Made me think about Devon. How come she's looking at the screen, Devon? Devon doesn't like... Actually, it's weird. Devon doesn't like dog noises. If she hears something come past, like people talking, she'll start... You know, and it really bugs her so much. It really bugs her so much as well. No, you're going out later. Later you're going out. You're not going out now. Because I've got this to do, Devon. So it's no longer going to be. But no, she doesn't like dog whistles. It's a bit annoying, right? Hey folks, Gaming Heads here. Good man, good man. Gaming Head says, can I compare the Untold story from the 2006 release and the 2000 release? The 2006 release just was a minute longer. No, well, it's not. It's not a minute longer. If you watch it very carefully, it's actually it's about 2 hours and 5 minutes, the director's version, and it's 1 hour and 46 minutes on that cut. So 15 minutes we'll put back into the film for it. Michael says, I like the Dream Child song a lot. The singer does sound like a bit like Dio, but besides this, does a good job with the right Dio attitude. Very good. Actually, very similar to John Landay, who, if you heard his album, the Dio album, tribute album he did, phenomenal album he ever made. It was brilliant. Really nice dedication to him as well. Great album. Good. The best. That's actually the best album to ever get. And when Chris heard it, he went, "Wow, this guy amazing." And John Landay's just, he's just there in your face. He's brilliant. Really good guy. Really good guy. Most so-called Dio song like bands like Last in Line, Astral Doors are not bad, but never capture the right mood for me. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? Dio and Ronnie were just, that was a hell of a good band. Dio was a brilliant band. Had some fantastic songs. They had some great hits. Holy Diver is my favourite song of the world. Don't like that cover song. I don't like the cover version it did. That band. The Heartache song. What was it called again? Heartache. End of Heartache. Can't remember the guy's name. I don't like them guys. No. They're all right, what they were, but no, they're not the same. But he's come back though. This is interesting. Right. Do you like Queen Magic Years? Do you know what, right? It's bloody weird. Now, if you saw the stream the last few weeks ago, I mentioned the fact that I went through Magic Years. It's never been out on DVD at all. But somebody give me. We'll go to the discussion page later as well, because I got some updates to tell you guys. I had a message from Nicola somebody, and she loves Queensville every week. She watches it every week. She's addicted now, and she downloads my videos every week because she can't get online a lot. She can't really go for other videos. So when she sees the next one, she'll download this one. And you'll say, yeah, there's a new Queensville video here. And you just say, oh, that's an interesting album. What's this? So, and that's it. She watches it actually on a Sunday when she gets back from work. She says, oh, I've got so many things. I was like, oh, it's Queensville. But anyway, so Magic Years. Here's the thing. Nicola got in touch. And she said, Nicola Pierce. She got in touch and said, I've got a copy of the Magic Years and on DVD. And I had a tribute concert as well on DVD. And I And I said, brilliant. Magic Years is not complete. Magic Years is not complete. There's a lot of things missing out of Magic Years. A lot of stuff's missing out of it, actually. For the VHS release, it's not complete. For the couple of years down the road, it was released on another format, and MTV. Remember MTV showing this? MTV had showed a version which was all of 90 minutes of it, because apparently they edited this all down on VHS for 60 minutes, and it's crap. So MTV made a version for 90 minutes long, and all the interviews are extended and longer, and they're not cut out. And it was I'm talking about the reissue, by the way. This is when it was reissued. When the reissue came out in 2002, there was a lot of stuff cut out of it. They had to keep it down to a minimum of 60 minutes. When they were all like E60 cassettes anyway. So the VHS version is not complete, I'm afraid. Loads of stuff missing out of it. Loads of stuff. Lots of edits in it. And if you time it from now, it should be about 4 hours. It's 90 minutes on the first cassette, then 75 minutes on the second cassette, and then 90 minutes on the third cassette. Fortunately, those versions are now difficult to buy, but the reissue, don't get the reissue, it's terrible. It's not even completely cut all out. Absolute rubbish. But Magic Years is absolutely phenomenal release ever made. But when you get to the second part, I think the second part's boring. I think it's great to see live stuff, which is brilliant, but the Magic Years thing is amazing, absolutely amazing. And I really love watching Magic Years. It's not on YouTube though, not on YouTube, but you can only get it on a VHS. But unfortunately, whether they're bringing it out on Blu-ray, I have no idea, because that's something you guys can talk about. And they should really bring it out, because it hasn't been out for years on DVD. It hasn't been out at all. The only thing they'll have to do is, though, they'll have to go back into the main vaults, and they'll have to touch up the film, because it's all grainy, and it's all 1986 it was done, and obviously it's an amazing thing. So it should be back out. It should get out, and get a goddamn DVD release of it, please do. I know some people will send bootleg copies on Discogs, and but now I've heard Discogs has been an absolute pain in the ass. They are. I think I've just gone off Discogs altogether now. Anyway, Discogs, the site, the American site. If you guys have been following it for a while, I mean, I love buying stuff up there. I love that site a lot. Load of stuff. It's been brilliant. I'm no longer going to buy stuff off Discogs anymore. And the reason being is it's a brilliant site to sell stuff on it, but for obvious reasons that I do not understand. I was still back in touch with Discogs and saying, you know, I'm my own business and I've got this little label and everything's just private. Why can't I not multiply sell this album online in their store? And they said, well, apparently we can't accept people who sell stuff. And I said, well, yeah, but it's my business, so. So Discogs are really, really peeing me off. So I have no business to sell it on there. But I am going to legitimately sell it on the website now. So it will be available on the website. It will be available in local record stores in my area, so you guys can buy the vinyl release of it and stuff. The vinyl release of it will be £15 for the vinyl release. That includes free shipping as well. And when you buy it in Digger's Factory, I make a profit from that as well, which is great for me. So there's like 100 limited edition copies of the vinyl release of Secret Voice will be available, plus the CD version and the promotional material, which we're sorting out next week now. But I have to get this thing fixed first, because this printer is peeing me off. So, but anyway, I looked into getting the refills for this printer, and I'll show you exactly what it is. It's basically, it's this thing. It's this one here. That's the problem that I've had. It's the it's the magenta one. This is one of the magenta things that I've got in my printer. This is a printer thing here, and I have to buy the toner for this. Now, very luckily, it's cheaper to buy the toner powder than getting this repaired, which is one thing. Then you get the new chip with it. You get the new chip with this. And all you do is you take the put the powder in, then pour toner again, powder in again, and then it works after that. And it's my point of view. This thing has been very good indeed, and still it's coming to the end of its thing at the moment. But I saw a how-to video to do this actually, and luckily, when you take these screws out here, you take it all apart and then put the powder in, but you've got to clean it out obviously. But apart from that, it's a pretty decent job really for it anyway. So kudos to YouTube for giving me information on that thing. So I'm not spending £8 on a new one of these. No way. No way. It's expensive. What a joke. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some new toner for the printer anyway, so which looks really cool. This is Queensville tonight. Welcome to Queensville. If you just joined us, just let you know, guys, that this will be out soon. All right, there you are. And oh my God, we just had a ball. We had a ball with it. We had a ball, Devin. Your ball is there. Yeah, she got a new ball today, by the way. It's for her birthday. This is her birthday yesterday, and it's been. Oh, she had a great day yesterday actually, and it's been really cool. Chats, guys. We want to do some chat tonight, guys. I'm not going to want to sit here and go bye. That's it for me. No. 2 seconds, guys. All right, we're back. Okay. So let's carry on. So, guys, you've got to give me some chat tonight, guys. I'm not going to sit here and just talk nothing tonight. So I've got to have a good chat tonight. That's what we did last week. More questions, please. Keep them coming in, guys. Okay. Now we're going to talk about something else now. Queen movie. This Queen movie. Yeah. Well, you probably want to follow up with the movie or how I felt about it. Well, very weirdly, last night I've been rewatching back the stream I did with the movie for the new Queen movie coming out, which is Bohemian Rhapsody. And obviously I watched it again, and I watched it again. Just the trailer. Well, to be very honest with you, right, and I think probably what Jade actually agreed with, she wants to go and see it as well. We're going to go and see the film with my mate Chris as well. And basically, after all, because people have been telling me that it could be not work, it can work, it could be down, it could be around, it could be somewhere else. It's one of those films where I really think it's either going to be a flop or it's going to be a success. And I just think, because I'm going to be very honest here about it, because me and Jade are Queen fans, she's a massive Queen fan actually, she is a huge Queen fan. She doesn't like the new singer, by the way, which is fucking awful. But me and Jade were big Queen, we are Queen fans to the brim. And she's excited to go and see the film actually. And she had good vibes about it. She said, I think this could be good. And I said, well, and she says to me, how do you feel about it? I said, well, you know, to be very honest with you, the film could be, younger generations will not understand it. We'll get it straight away exactly what it's about. And just say, I totally agree with that. And it's bizarre because when I looked into who was doing what in the movie, there's something else that's been cropping up as well about this movie as well. For some reason, because this is interesting, when the movie was submitted to 20th Century Fox and Regency Productions, now I figured out what's going on. What we've done is 2 seconds. Okay, what they've done in the movie is this is interesting. Brian, Roger are producing the movie. Right. Can I continue, please? I can't remember what I was saying now. What was I saying? Yes, the movie itself. Right. Robert De Niro. Right. Brian. Right. Let's start with the production first. Shut up, Devin. Brian May, Roger Taylor are producing the movie. They're producing the movie. They're not backing the movie up. They're not executive producers. They are producing the movie. They are on the set. Okay. That's 2 guys involved. What they've done is they brought Robert De Niro in to produce it, but to finance it as well. He's paid Regency Pictures a deal with 20th Century Fox. Figured this out. I figured out actually where it is. And Regency Pictures was owned by another American guy who did the films like the Client, and he did that film called Arnold Culbertson. That's his name. Arnold Culbertson was apparently approached by Robert De Niro to say to him, let's get some money together and let's put this finance together to pay for the movie. So this is why the Regency deal went through very well. Robert De Niro put some cash towards the movie, and he said, we want to make this really genuine to the point where Freddie was thinking about it. The writer they got, the American writer they got, Andrew McCann or Andrew somebody, well, apparently I didn't even know this. He apparently runs the American Queen Fan Club Online site. He's the guy who runs that. This is why they brought him in, to write all of the material for this movie. And he went through every single research to do this movie. Devin, shut up! Shut up! Get out! I can't do this. Everybody treat you do this, Devin. Cry. Go downstairs and behave. Goddamn dog. Anyway, moving on from Brunetta. Contest. Right, so anyway, what it was is that so what I did is the deal went through. Brian and Roger, I don't know whether they put investments to the movie, by the way. They might have, I don't know. Apparently what happened was Robert De Niro and Arnold Culbertson did a deal together. And Arnold Culbertson financed it and backed it up pretty good. So basically what they've done is they have paid Regency they've paid 20th Century Fox a deal to do the movie. So basically what they said was, we'll do the movie, but we want it to the point of Freddie, in a way. So this writer brought in, the American guy, apparently he is the diehard Queen fan who knows everything about it, from the days in London to the recent events happening at Live Aid. And he didn't want to go to the Wembley part. And I think that probably surmises a second movie produced. I don't know. Because the thing that got me about this was, if this is going to be a movie of Bohemian Rhapsody, maybe they may do a movie called The Show Must Go On, because there is talks going on. Apparently, there's a sequel. The sequel's getting produced. That's the rumours going around that I've heard. Apparently, if this movie is successful, a sequel will go ahead. The Show Must Go On may be the sequel to this movie. Because what I've understood is they're going from 1973 to 86. 85. The next part of the movie is going to be from 86 through to 91. And from my point of view, I have a funny feeling there's 2 films produced for this, not just one. There's a second one to this as well. Because I think they're going to continue this through to the second part of the movie. Because that's why I think they're doing 2 movies on this. So I think Brian and Roger are having second thoughts and thinking, we should do a sequel. And I think it would be brilliant to do that. So this is what the plan is that they've done for this. What they've done now is they have done half of the movies filmed. Now they're doing the other half of the movie now, which is getting in production at the minute. The trailer was very successfully received by everybody. What I'm really pissed off with is people are negative about this film. But I have a funny feeling now that my point is I think this could be very successful. I mean, I watched back my reaction, and I thought that was my reaction about when the trailer was released. My reaction now is, I think that the 5 of us, when we go and see this movie, because there's going to be me, Mark, Chris, and Jade, and possibly Jodie as well. We're going to go and see this movie, and I think we'll get the story before the youngsters get the story. Right? So that's why if you watch back the video for the reaction video, and also to the UK music scene, you really want to watch that UK music scene one again, because I made a point about that. And I said, obviously, the youngsters will not get they won't get it. They will not understand anything about it. From our perspective, we will get it. And as I said, the writer who did this movie, he's the head of the Queen International Fan Club in America, and also part of Hollywood Records as well, because he signed to that record label anyway. And if you all have heard the news that Hollywood Records is to be gone, the Disney company can no longer keep the label, and unfortunately, they have they're seeking to be closed. The label can no longer go on because nobody is getting signed to it, and people are not really wanting to release more Queen material. Because Hollywood Records have apparently been in financial troubles. They can't get any money. They can't release any more releases. And the UK office is still open, but I don't know for how long. And the Disney company obviously own that. And unfortunately, there is that thing where they're going to say, it's over, guys. So I don't know who's got the deal now with them at the minute. I'm not really sure. So if you guys want to let me know what you think about that situation with Horror Records. What is going to be the next venture for them? I have no idea. I just know that they were under a lot of financial problems, and the label could not stay on, couldn't succeed. So that's why it was all pretty much tits up for them, in a way. Back to your chat anyway. Tez, you talked about the hard rock metal scene in England. You talked about the hard rock metal scene in England. Yes, I did. In the Netherlands, it's not bad. The overseas stuff, in the Netherlands, there's a place in the Netherlands that Leedseplein, which is the company that apparently was started in Holland. AC/DC apparently have an ownership in Holland for the rights of their songs. But that's not all. They apparently own a piece of land as well. So Malcolm apparently owns a piece of land in Holland, actually. So Lead Zeppelin is actually owned by Angus Young, because there's a bar there, apparently an AC/DC bar or something. Anyway, apparently Lead Zeppelin, the Dutch finance company, when they signed a deal with Atlantic Records for over the past 5 years, when they renewed the contract. They did it also in 1980 when it started. And Led Zeppelin was started in 1980 when the first album was released, which was obviously Back in Black. At that time, there was nobody looking after their royalties, because their royalties were going to be fucked up. So someone in Holland started a label called Lead Zeppelin, and apparently what they did was they had the publishing side of it for Angus and Malcolm to have their own piece of the pie, and they're still to this day still signed to that publishing company. Sony Music doesn't have any involvement with them now. And as for the future of AC/DC, I have no idea what's going on with them. So if you guys want to watch that video back and say he will come back, he's coming back, and everything, it's just like, well, yeah, I don't know. The future of AC/DC is kind of, nope, it's not going to happen anymore. It's just the end of it now. So I have no idea what's going on with AC/DC, to be honest. I've heard nothing actually from AC/DC at all. Nothing. Been really quiet. We have two wonderful venues who are about 160 miles apart from each other. I happen to live in the middle of it. So you kind of don't live in Led Zeppelin. You must live somewhere else in Holland. Holland's a great town. Good for rocking beer. It's a brilliant place. One near the North Sea and the other near Belgium. They perform acts like FM, Glenn Hughes, Saga, Thunder, Jessica Soto, Axel Rudy Pell, Taketo, and so many others. A regular visitor. Very nice. That must be the Frontiers Melodic, or the Melodic Rock Festival. They always play in Holland all the time. Melodic Rock's based in Australia, obviously. And yeah, wait till we send that to Australia and we send it to them guys. Can't wait. Could be really cool. Gaming Head says, do you like Van Halen, Mikkel? Van Halen. I've told about Van Halen before. I'm not going to re-talk about Van Halen, to be honest. If you want to see my reaction to Van Halen, go back to 2 weeks ago in Queensville and watch that video. Well, actually, all right, okay. Well, here's something that you probably want to know. Here's something you want to know. I saw that video of Panama live at Jimmy Kimmel, which was recorded for the show. It was live, but it was just recorded for the show. And apparently somebody filmed that incident where we got slashed, the microphone hit his nose and it was blood everywhere and he was really cut up badly for it. And it was and I watched that video, and alright, I don't care for how many views it gets. It's just like people just go crazy and go like, it's great. Stupid people. So this is hard. This is hard. Who do you choose? Sammy Hagar, or do you choose Roth? But the amount of arguments they've had, Roth and Mr. Halen. He's a great singer, great performer, not like Ted Poley in his hey, hi, yeah, oh yeah, you know, not like the stupid Poley guy. He's unique. David Lee Roth is unique for singing. As for Eddie, right, and that me and Chris really, you know, many years ago, I don't know whether Chris has said to me he doesn't like him because of the Starfleet project. And that's another thing I don't like as well. The Starfleet project, right, is a cross between brilliant guitarists and worst production on the album, and it's a cross between Iowa Speedwagon meets Iowa Speedwagon meets Brian Meth meets Eddie meets what's the other company? The guy Alan, no, not Alan Gratia. I don't remember the guys now. Phil Chen on bass. It's a weird mix of it. Not a weird mix of the mix, just a weird mix of 5 artists involved. So Van Halen for me is a no. There's a lot of songs I have, but I don't like them now. The early stuff's good, but nah. It's just over the top for me. It's too bloody stupid. Some people, Van Halen quite a bit, they grew up in the Netherlands, yes they did. Some people over here want to name a street after the Van Halen brothers or a bridge. Ooh, well that's interesting, isn't it? Very interesting indeed, very interesting. I'm saying that we did AC/DC Street as well in Australia, which it did, which is kind of good. But only dead people get this honour. Well, they're not dead yet. No one's dead yet. They just seem to have their own sort of take on how it's made. That's my opinion anyway. Police. Why come me? Yes, on the journey of feeding. The feed. You say, oh, Giving Head says, cool, didn't know this before. No, you know that at all. Oh, but that thing. Ooh, there you go. In the media over here, they're always focused on the extreme metal bands. If they give metal attention, that all there is. Well, yeah, they do. They could. That's the thing about the overseas part. When over in Holland and everywhere else, they always concentrate on the metal scene. They never concentrate on the UK scene. Because I don't care about the UK scene, right? I love when the hard rock metal bands come to the UK to record, because Ted Kettle did that brilliant album in at Rockfield Studios where Queen was there. I love the song "The Run" on that album. That fucking Reach album is fucking spot on. I wish I could have wrote that. I could have wrote that song in 5 minutes. Give it a Jade, because that song is brilliant, very good. If you haven't heard the Taketo album, the Reach album, just download it and burn it with disc and put it in your car. Seriously, it's a phenomenal album. Brilliant album ever made, that did. Fantastic. Including this album here by Jade. 2 weeks time it's out. So so the media attention does get a lot over there. And to talk about more about the melodic bands, which is more unique, most of the time they will say things like it's a son-in-law rock or too commercial. Haha. Well, get in and lie down. Back down. Balls head, Evan. Balls head. Balls head. There. The thing about the melodic bands is they are phenomenal. I mean, Wet, Jessica Soto, Talisman. These were bands that were born to play. They were absolutely fucking brilliant. I just love AOR music. I just love it to bits. And be gothic and metal as well. All the culture. I love this whole culture of it. It's brilliant. Including this album coming out in 2 weeks' time. You say, stop saying that, will you? Yes. Was it a business though? Yeah. No, actually, if you do love melodic rock and metal and classic rock, you definitely do need to get this Jade album. Because we worked on it so hard. You'll love it. Seriously, you'll love it. Wait till we get the review in Melodic Rock Festival over in Australia. Because we're going to send this to them in Australia. And we'll say, here's something you guys really want to review us. And that'll be great for us. They know what they're talking about, them guys. That's where David Lee Roth broke his nose on Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, it was a really good video actually, but they didn't. But it's just I don't like them anymore. But anyway, but they continued. Yeah, they continued. I mean, they really are just a good band. They just like I just think they just kind of like they go way over the top with the music. They have the spirit of Van Halen. All right, it's great guitar work on that Eruption song, but that's nothing. That's not outstanding. It's brilliant, but it's kind of like it just kind of like just gives me a feeling of like, why do I want to listen to Van Halen when I'm not really digging it? And I heard like Dance the Night Away, but it just didn't feel like I thought Van Halen was going to be this brilliant band with some great songs and stuff. Bringing Sammy Hagar, that song they did for Russia, that song that was Why Can't This Be Love, phenomenal song ever written. And I love that song, and that's the only song I like. I couldn't care about Jump. I couldn't care about that 1984 album. I couldn't care about it. I mean, alright, it was a phenomenal album, success it was made. I couldn't care about Jump. It's just not. That's not Van Halen at all. That's my opinion about it. Reach is a brilliant album indeed. The Run is what you really need to listen to. The Run is just amazing. I mean, how the hell Danny Vaughan did it. His voice is outstanding. In fact, the whole Reach album to me is my epilogue of writing on the few projects I've done. Reach is just brilliant. That Circle the Wagons is an amazing song. That's one of the brilliant melodic songs I've ever heard in my life. Even the Fastest Man Alive, and what was the other one that I had on that album? I Need It Now, and just phenomenal stuff. Bloody fantastic stuff in it. Definitely want to check out Ty Kettle's Reach album. It's brilliant. I mean, at the moment, I didn't get a big foot. I haven't got any downloads yet because I've been working so hard on these projects we're doing now. Haven't had any time to listen to any music for a while, but I will get back to it, guys. I promise I will. But I just haven't had time to go and do it and stuff. Just had so much to do. With this business, it's hard. I'll get a day when I'll go a day off and go, right, I'm going to have one day off, I'm going to go, right, I'm going to listen to some music now this afternoon and do some downloads. And just sitting on my drive, I haven't played anything yet. It's like, okay, whatever. Sure, Devin. So that gives it a bit of a meh to it, isn't it? But, yeah, but a phenomenal music coming out this year. As I say, Dead Inside's coming out, finally. Yes. That's now you really want to get. Basically, the Fire and the Flames. I worked on this song called Fire and Flames. Nothing to do with Dragon Force, right? So don't start me on getting any legal issues with that sort of thing. It's called The Fire and the Flame, right? It's nothing to do with that song. Because I've written it. I've written an amazing Nightwish kind of sound to it. And the guitar work is just phenomenal. It's just pure brilliantness on it. It's so good. So good. So that probably might be a single actually coming out, Final Flames. We want to get that out actually. So fantastic. But it's part concept album, part not concept album. It's kind of just songs we want to do really for it. Especially My Best Days, you've heard on there. Oh, My Best Days is amazing. Jodie heard the My Best Days track, and she just said, that sounds brilliant. And actually, when Mac came down yesterday to see me, he really did. One of the best guitarists I've ever met. A nice guy as well. Really good. The new Ty Kettle Live CD DVD is good as well. Yeah, I've so many good reviews about it actually. That DVD is brilliant. Danny Vaughan's performance on that. Bloody. Whoa. Did you realize we just got soloing away? Just so bloody fantastic. But they are a brilliant band. I would love to go and see them live actually. But yeah, I seriously would say that if you love that sort of music, just look out for things coming out on ST Entertainment, seriously, because there's a lot of things we've got planned for this year, and we've got loads of albums coming out by these people we just got in touch with. We're going to audition. Actually, we had an audition today, and I really think I might work with her. But that's to be confirmed today. So, because I heard of her demo of Wind of Change. It's not the best, but it's close. But it's good. But it's unique. So she's going to send me another demo today. And if I like that one, then I'll give my decision. But I have a funny feeling I'm going to say yes. Some work. We need to work on some stuff anyway. Any more questions, guys? Because I don't want you guys just to sit there with a computer and think blah, 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 blah. Come on, Gaming Head always has the questions in anyway. He's always asking me loads of questions. And Michael. No one's giving me anything. You want to talk about Jade? Talk about my artists, Jade, Jodie. I want to know these questions, guys. Because last week we had good questions coming in. They all said, Jade, what's happening and how's the business going and everything else. You know, that's the questions I want, guys. Come on, think of these things. You've got till 7:30, and then she's got to go and you know where. Right. Also, while you guys are questioning me, getting questions in, I've also saw today Chris, not Chris, by the way. I saw his new metal box he received, and he gets this thing called a metal box, which is basically in America. You buy it's £50 a month, $50 a month subscription fee. You don't know what you're getting in it, really. You get phenomenal stuff in it, and so basically he's been getting a lot of good stuff in it, and that metal box has been incredible. He got it today, and the pictures are absolutely outstanding on there. You got like this vinyl, you got this big thing. He really did get a lot of good stuff out of there. It's just really phenomenal. So he has got a great metal box, and it's just packed with loads of stuff. You don't know what you're getting, and it's just really amazing. So he's been on that prowl again. He's on the prowl. Cat friend. Yes, isn't that right, David? Cat friend. Yeah. Questions. Let's see. I listened a lot to Greg King Rat in the last days. Great song. Which one? Is it the band or is it Queen? Because if you've talked about the band, Pontus Norgren from Talisman started a band called Greg King Rat based on Queen, actually. And that was a fantastic, bloody fantastic thing. Fantastic band. Fortunately, he was signed to Z Records in the UK, which were another good label. They've got bust now. And Z Records are very good indeed. Good for music and stuff. Very good. Will Joy's album be available on Spotify? At this very minute, we have no plans to stream it anywhere. We will try and sort something out soon. We're gonna actually. There's a site I've been told yesterday called the new site started up. You can post it on there for free, and you can download it as well. At this moment, no. It will not be available on Spotify for a while. Not until I have to discuss it with the guys first. But watch this space. We talk about a lot of singers. Jessica Soto or Ted Pole. Oh my God, that's a good question. So I'll get back to the question in a second. I meant the song. Oh, you meant the song Greg King Rat. Brilliant. Greg King Rat is so cool. It's all about, originally based on Old King Cole. The original song, Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. Called for his pipe, and he called for his bow, and he called for his fiddler's three. When Mercury changed it, when Greg King Rat was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. Now, what did I tell you would you like to see? So there you are. Talking about a lot of singers, Jessica Soto or Ted Pauly. But what is your favourite guitarist, Tez? Oh, that's an awesome question. Awesome question. Awesome question. Right. So I'll do the first part. I'll do the singers first. The first thing I have to say, Jessica Soto, because he is just, to this day, still to this day, the best one I've ever seen. Jessica Soto is definitely a yes. Who's your favourite guitarist? There's so many guitarists I like. My favourite one is Eric Martinson, without a doubt. Eric Martinson is the genius, the queen, the king, the magic, the talent, the melodic riffs, the great guitar work. Eric Martinson, the pure genius of guitarists. He's absolutely phenomenal. I love that guy so much. And I really can't wait to send this album to him as well. Because I'm looking forward to getting this finished finally. And I really am happy with the Fire Flames. I can see him just playing that and it's like, fuck me! It's like, fucking hell, man, I should have wrote this song now. Yeah, Eric Martinson, favourite guitarist. Jessica Soto, favourite singer. I've also got to say, favourite drummer has to be Roger Taylor. Roger Taylor. But right now, Roger is not playing rock anymore. Well, he is for Queen, but he ain't playing rock anymore. He's going into shuffle mode. Like if you remember that album he brought out, the worst album he ever made, that Fun on Earth album, was a bomb. It was a bomb. He had saxophones on it, and he just went through a boring period. What was going on? And then he did that, and then he decided to re-record One Night Stand because it wasn't available for people to listen to many years ago. And he decided, oh, I know what we'll do. Let's bring it back out, but let's keep my original track on it from 1998, but let me just put new drum parts in it. And it's like, well, right, didn't see a change to it, mate. So One Night Stand apparently appeared on the album first. No, mate, it was recorded in 1998 for Electric Fire. It wasn't even as a download for it. But actually, that's a weird thing, though. On the CD release of it, the CD, when you put it in the machine, you can't play the track anymore. I don't know why. Don't know. You put the code in, apparently it doesn't work. Actually, that's something I might experiment actually on here. We'll try out that CD later, the Electric Fire CD. Shall we? Yeah. Because I have got it somewhere. Done it somewhere. Let's see. Most music enthusiasts I know see the 1970s as a holy decade of music. The 70s music was very challenging. Deep Purple were the pioneers of that year. Very good music. 70s music was great. The Gods, The Who, the 70s was brilliant for music. I tell you, it was the whole classic rock thing was just so phenomenal. The Guess Who, the Live at the Panama album, I had that Paramount in Canada. Phenomenal album, that is brilliant. Well, they actually restored all that action on CD many years ago. And Robbie Gallagher live in Europe, that fucking I Could Have Religion, 10 minutes long on vinyl. It's brilliant, really good. While they describe as the 80s being boring, generic or commercial too, I like the 80s. The 80s is great. I think it's more a matter of taste. It's an authenticity thing. What's your opinion on this? Right, okay. If we are going to get straight down to business, 80s. We actually had, if you guys have probably listened to Jodie's rough mix of My Best Days. My Best Days, right, is one of the most unique songs I've ever written in my life with Jodie on it. Because me and Jodie wrote it together. When I tracked it, when I tracked My Best Days, I wanted that 80s feel to it with synths and piano. And my idea was to take it from a Jessica Soto song from Takara called Passions of the Heart. Not that I'm saying I didn't get any things for it, but I just wanted to do something like that anyway for the song. And I really did put a lot of time to do that song. And originally my mistake was going to be slow and it was going to be boring. I went, nah, let's change it to a rock version of it. So when I did the rock version of this song now, I really said, that sounds amazing. And at the end, I always at the end of it and go, oh my God, I'm so proud. So 80s is what I love. Passion Records is what I love. 80s music's brilliant. That to me got me into doing production. I learned about how to do tracks properly as well. Robert Gallagher was great. Robert Gallagher's great indeed. But going back to the question, I think it's more of a matter of taste as an authenticity thing. It's more about really how you feel really in sort of 80s music. I mean, all right. Here's an opinion. Here's something that I questioned with Jade yesterday, and she never heard the song before, and I really got sick of it actually. Now, Whitney Houston was playing in the pub yesterday when we were having our meeting, and one moment in time comes on. Apparently Jay didn't like it because she said it was just too diva-ish. And I'd have to agree it was. I really didn't like the song. I don't understand how is it that that artist, why is it that when I write something for an artist that she has to shout so much? It's not Whitney's, it's Whitney's freedom to sing it, but not her own freedom to have it. You don't do that. That's just stupid. It's one of the worst ballads ever made, I realise. Robert Gallagher, Irish Tour 74 is good, but I like the studio albums as well, Tattoo and Blueprint. Yeah. The live stuff, the Live in Europe album is brilliant. But when they reissued it and put 3 bonus tracks on, they weren't even from the Irish Tour. They just basically stuck them on, and they said, well, because we've got this now, this reissue, let's just stick in some other songs that have never been recorded. But what did they do? They messed it up. Awful. Even the mix on the CD is bloody shit. It's awful on the CD. So don't get the CD. Stick with the vinyl version of it. The vinyl version is brilliant. It's all his own mix on it as well. Hate that goddamn. I hate that remix they did on the CD. They didn't even decide at that moment to put side 2 on and put the fade of the applause in it. What did they do? They cut the applause out and went straight to "Mama's in the kitchen, pick it up." And it's like, you've ruined the CD. You've ruined the CD. I would say no. Just stick with the vinyl version of it. I don't have a vinyl version anymore. I sold the vinyl version. I wish I still had it actually because it was so good. As for the other albums that he sold, his studio albums, the first album, the Taste album, was Rory Gallagher anyway in the band, and the Taste album, the first album he did, it was really good, really good. My dad had second thoughts. He said, "I don't like it. It's a bit weird." I said, "But Dad, it's Rory Gallagher, first album ever made." And I'm thinking, okay. So Shin Kickers, I love Shin Kicker on the CD, but on the original vinyl version, it's the original studio version of it. On the CD release of it, they've put on the live version of it, which is a load of crap, absolute rubbish. It's like, shh, hey, fake audience. It's like, what are you doing with this mix, man? Get it off! It's like bloody awful shit. And Blueprint also, yeah, another good album. Let's see. There's a great YouTube video with Rory and Jack Bruce, Kate Cream's Politician. Rory played much Oh, Rory pretty much forgot about how the song goes, but damn, what a great version they played. Yeah, Politician's brilliant. Brilliant song, that. Cream were really good. No longer with us now. Apart from Eric Clapton, which has been another thing to do. Here's something else that I also saw this week on YouTube. Here's something else that will get your attention. Have you seen these new programs? Is it a new program? Money Grabs. no. Have you ever watched these guitarist videos? There's like this new thing on YouTube that started doing interviews with famous artists who know how the song goes and how the songs used to be. I saw 3 this week, and I looked into the world of Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler, fabulous guitarist, and he was sitting with his old mate in the band, Alan White. Oh, I can't remember what his name was, but apparently they were talking about Sultans of Swing, and so Mark's getting the guitar out, the original guitar he had, still to this day, amazing, which is the Buddy Holly guitar, and that got the idea to do the riffs on the guitar as well for the main things he did in his whole career is brilliant. He played on a song called Ode to Liberty from Phil Lynot's album. And here's the thing you probably guys don't know. If you listen to Foreign Affair by Tina Turner, he is also guest guitar in there as well, which is phenomenal. And because Tony Joe White's doing the main rhythm guitar, but apparently they wanted Mark to come into the lead guitar in the song. Foreign Affair is brilliant. And I actually have to say, the Tina Turner stuff, Private Dancer was bloody brilliant. Break of a Rule was brilliant. The live album is phenomenal. The Foreign Affair album is one of the best ones in the 80s that I love, from 89. Absolutely. The last ever best album ever made. And then you had the 5 new tracks that were made, especially recorded for the Greatest Hits album, which was simply the best. And then the soundtrack album, what's it got to do with it, was brilliant. Don't get the last 2 albums of hers. The last 2 albums were bloody crap. They were not good. The Wildest Dreams one was a complete failure for her, and the other one she made, 24/7, was not the best in the world. Because she wanted to go into that mainstream crappy side of stuff. Still using the same writers like Holly Knight and the other guys, but it didn't work. It's a shame because it didn't work at all. But now that Tina's retired out of the business, it's a shame she hasn't gone back to the rock roots as she used to do. But the last album, I have to say, is probably What's Love Got to Do with It, the soundtrack album. That is the best and new recorded material ever made, and especially that version of the version on the album, the Primary song that she did on that album, the soundtrack album. Apparently that was done live. It was all done live in one take, and that was just phenomenal, brilliant, all live in the studio, and that is Tina's best rework of it. So good. Because she wanted to rework it for the album, and it was great. Tina still to this day, she's was one of the best ever performers ever in the 80s and 70s. So good. And even when she did the Acid Queen album, the first one she ever released, that's actually where the song Acid Queen came from, when Pete Townsend produced the album for her, and originally recorded for her album first, and then it was given to later on to The Who to record the version of it with Jeff Beck on it, because the Tommy album was so successful, and that album is to me one of the most proud achievements ever done by The Who, because The Who is just a phenomenal band. Still to this day, Pete Townsend is the brains of everything. Phenomenal writer. Very impressed actually with Who's working around that album. I'm very glad actually on the CD version of Tommy, the original Tommy, they put on the overture from the B-side, which they couldn't put on the main album release of it. Then he added in Money Earning Song, which included on the track because they couldn't put it on the album release because it was too short. So that's to try and fade in the version of that. But they did put in Money Earning on that reissue of it, and I think that was an amazing job of that Tommy album, just incredible. And yeah, I think they should have put the overture at the end of the album, because when I got to download it again, I put the overture at the very end of the album on the second disc because it works really well. Because it wasn't even out till like later anyway, so that's why they screwed up the CD version. It's like, why put the overture at the very beginning? So that doesn't happen till like the end. Put overtures at the end. I said, yeah, we'll do that. But very interesting indeed. In 10 days, I get to see Queen and Man and Lambert live, Gaming Head. Do you? You're actually going to see Twatface here? Oh my god. Oh, why do you have to go and see him for? I bet you're just going to go and see it for Roger and Brian, though. That's right. That's what you're going to see it for, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly right. Yes. I don't know why people want to go and see the Anne Lambert thing. For God's sake, please leave it alone. Get rid of him. You, we, how you, me, you. It's just the way he sings this. You, he. Like a cat, like a ginger cat, struggling for the notes to have. Yeah, that's even wonderful. Streaming's actually been going okay tonight. It's not been crapping out, which is one thing anyway, which is because of that. Because of Brian and Roger. I thought you were going to see for Brian and Roger. Yeah, let's forget the singer. Let's look at Brian. Let's look at Roger on the drums. Let's just sound like that and just go, Brian, Brian. And he's going to go, pew, quee, wee, you, wee. It's just like, no, seriously, mate, you don't know what to go and see it for him. That's why everybody goes to see it for Brian and Roger. Nobody else goes to see it for Twatface. You, wee. It's like, yeah. So he's just like all meow and moos and screams and meow. Just stupid. Anyway. Oh, that's what Spike Edney as well. Yeah. Good guy. Spike is cool. Yes. Spike Edney is really brilliant. The SES band should bring that back because it was really good. It's a shame it's no longer going now. Spike's All Stars was a really good band indeed. Actually, if anybody heard that album brought out, the SES band, where they did that that tribute, that's the way it got planned it. But that was actually for Freddie. That was recorded for Freddie. Shut up! Shut up! She's crying because she thinks she's got to go. I said 7:30, Devin. 7:30. 7:30. Here we go. After I finish this, we'll go after this, okay? Fuck's sake. Anyway, yeah, Spike's All Stars. Have you always heard that album? That's the way it got planned. That was dedicated to Freddie Mercury, actually. That song with George Michael, Tony Hadley, Tony Hadley, Roger Taylor, John Deacon, Brian May. I can't remember who was on it actually. I think it was like 10 people on that song, and it was really good. It was really good. It was a very good song. You know, good. That's the way God planned it. I heard the original actually on the 60s. This is a station called 60s, all 60s all the time, based in Panama, and an amazing station. Play some great stuff, and they played that song actually on there. And I heard the original version. I love the original version. It's good. It's good. That's why I think I kind of like the Beatles as well. The Beatles still to this day are my idols. They're the best writers in the world. I can't write beat music, but it's just very. It's how they probably have got the best writers in the world, and it's just phenomenal. I really have to say the Beatles were the best. They were the best. The Americans got them really well. The songs were fantastic. They all went to the poppy side. They all went to the rock side. first band to ever do a hard metal song called Helter Skelter, would you believe? And from my point of view, they were really, really amazing. So kudos to the Beatles being the idols of the world. Very good indeed. Very good. Very good. I mean, the project we've got coming out after this Jade one we've got coming out is obviously Dead Inside coming out. After Dead Inside's done, we're doing something even very gothic. Next month we start doing the Gothic album, which is planned for Jade's second release, and this one, me and Jade, well actually I've asked Jade to produce the album anyway. Me and Jade are producing the album together, and basically we're going to do an amazing album. We already recorded Break Me this week. She learned it in like 10 minutes, and she said, "I love this song." She sang it so amazing. And luckily I didn't have to pay for that song either, because scratch music is gone bust anyway now. So really very happy with Break Me. Trying to get the backing vocals sorted out though was a bloody joke. We're trying to do the backing vocals today for the album, and they sound like crap. So unfortunately I'm not doing the backing vocals at all for it. So Jade might have to do them. But 2 weeks time it's coming out. Promise guys. 10 tracks on the album, 2 bonus tracks, and maybe some outtakes, because we're thinking about, we don't put the outtakes on the end actually as the hidden track. You're thinking, oh, what else do you want it? It's like, the outtakes. It's like, yes, put the outtakes on. Because they were fucking hilarious. I think the outtakes are the best. They are the best. So we're thinking about that, actually putting on as a hidden track on for the last song, putting like a hidden track on it and stuff. So see how we go with it anyway. We'll see. So we'll let you hear that anyway, guys. Yeah, that's cool. Any more questions, guys? We nearly come 20 minutes now. We're 20 minutes after the show, and while I just bring this to an end because some person wants to go somewhere, next week on Queensville there's going to be a live Q&A session. Next week, well, it might be planned probably, well, whatever we're planning anyway. Next week, Sunday next week, there'll be a live stream coming up next week with our artists, Jodie and Jade. We're basically going to live stream, we're doing a live stream on the Facebook page. And my idea is to let you guys see what happens when we record the songs. So we're going to live stream it next week, and we're going to basically put the camera on, and we're just going to get right down to business, and we're going to forget the cameras there and stuff. We're just going to go like, oh, we'll do that then. So that'll be exciting next week, because we just get this goddamn album done. That's fantastic for us. So we are going to do a little EPK behind the scenes footage thing, how the album came together and everything else. So that's what we're going to plan to do next week, is just to do a live recording, live stream of the album and everything else, and see how it works out. And my point of view, it should be a hell of a good thing for it. So look out for that on the Facebook page next week, and it will be recorded also for YouTube as well, which is cool. Maybe you could bring Jade or Jodie on the live stream sometime. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, that was the plan. We want to try and do a Q&A session with them anyway, and find out how them guys got into it. How did we meet? How did we do that? You know, that'll be try to sort that out probably within the live YouTube stream, because we're trying not to do a live YouTube and a live Facebook thing. You can't simultaneously broadcast two things together. So that would be a good idea actually. That I need to speak to them first about that though. And find out what days are free, and then we'll bring them up, and then we'll say, right guys, we're gonna do live stream now. Geordie Jones, yeah. and you guys have any questions for them guys, then we'll basically do that. So the next live stream, that's the next live stream we're going to plan. Not the recording side, but if not the recording side, probably the thingy side of it. I was something else for some reason. Look at that. It's my beard. That's what it is. Anyway, so yeah, I'll definitely will be getting in touch with them anyway, them guys anyway for it, and we will sort it out with you guys there. Which is cool. Right, if there's no more questions, guys, I'm going to end the stream in a few minutes and go and get some tea because I'm starving. So I just want to quickly say, guys, that I've had an amazing day yesterday. Yesterday was just bloody incredible. I can't really talk about it because it's kind of like business, because when you've got a strategy meeting, you've got plan everything, you've got to talk everything, and I would have been talking forever about it anyway. I'll just quickly say, guys, that we're really happy with everything right now. We're just really getting really good. The guys have been phenomenal yesterday. Geordie has been fantastic. Jade was absolutely spot on yesterday. Andy came yesterday. Jamie came yesterday. Pinky came yesterday. Very impressed with everybody turning out yesterday, and I'm so glad they did come. I just really had a great day yesterday, and yeah, and we've got another meeting coming up on the 6th of July. It's not far away, actually. Not far away. Jesus. So it's like 3 weeks, four weeks away. 6th of June is the next one, but it might be pushed a bit more forward because I know we've only had like 3 weeks to do this one. We might have to do it on the 29th actually. So I'll get everybody, just notify yourselves that to be the 29th, the next one. But it'll be 6th anyway, 6th June. So 1, 2, 3, 6 June. Next one, we do that as well. A few more questions and then I'll go off to go, guys, because time is getting on. Yes, I know the stream has gone offline. I am still streaming live. The stream's been going stupid tonight for some reason. I'm still here. My broadband's been fucking stupid. Okay. A few more questions and then we'll leave. Let's see. In 2 weeks, I will be on the Queen gig and travel to Spain. Could be better. Ooh. Well. That seems to be a very good thing about that, isn't it? Wow. That's very good indeed. Very good. Go to Spain. Spanish. Probably staying in the same place where Freddie stayed. If it ever happens. But yeah. We just basically had an amazing week. Next week is just going to be even better. Next week we've got Jade and Jordan coming in. Yes, then Sci-Fi gets recorded next week. I can't wait for Tuesday. It's going to be a full day on Tuesday, but it's going to be a bloody good day on Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we got Jade and Jodie coming in together next week. I can't wait. So happy about it. And then we've got a new audition coming in. Hopefully, if it's going to work out, probably around Saturday. Don't know yet. And then hopefully, by the time I've got everybody on board, we've got quite a lot of work to do. We're actually going to Durham next week. We're going to Durham next week to do some shots. well, basically, this is the plan we're doing next week. Anyway, we're going up to Durham for the day. We're taking everybody to Durham for the day. Even Jodie, me, Jade, Emmeline, everybody. Everybody's coming. We're going to Durham for the day. We're going to do some like test shots around the areas we want to film, obviously. And we want to try and do something unique that's going to be very, very good indeed for us. So that's all sorted out for next week. Can't wait for that coming out, which is really good. Can you give an example of Jodie's voice? I'm curious about her singing. Well, Jodie hasn't recorded anything yet. We haven't got anything of her recordings. She has not done any videos on her Facebook page. There's no videos on YouTube at all. There's nothing I can find. I know she was going to start a YouTube channel herself, but as far as I understand, I don't know if that was planned or not. So I'm not sure if she is on here or not. Maybe she might be. Don't know. But if she's not on here, then maybe she probably didn't do any videos at all. But yeah, I think she's not on here at all actually. But only my mix of the rough album mix is only on there anyway for you guys to listen to. But unfortunately, no, I don't have any recordings of her at the minute. You'll not hear anything probably until Tuesday or whenever we stream it anyway, guys. So no, I can't. Unfortunately, nothing is available on there from that. I know she has SoundCloud, but I'm not sure if SoundCloud. I don't know if she has SoundCloud actually. Before I go, guys, actually let's do something else now. Since I'm not going to go in a minute, I'm going to do some of our discussions because they do discussion page yet. So, oh no, God damn it! Poo! It's just gone back to there. Hold on. No, I am online actually. 2 seconds. I'm back on now. That's it. Okay, so I'll wait in patience. Wait till Tuesday. And I'll try and be live on Tuesday if I can. I need to close this chat now. Put this out. There we go. Our chat is back. There we go. So comments page now. Just going to go and do some of these quick comments before. I did receive a couple of comments this week. And I'll just put these over here. And we'll just put this over here as well. I have got spams as well on this Bing bar. I'm not going to bother with spams for now. Right. Okay. So first of all, first one came from Gatis. The making of the miracle videos, I think it's called. Yes, making the miracle videos and thingy and things as well. Look how his voice has improved over the years. How he hits the high notes well, getting thinner and getting to not care more about his health. Yeah, that was the scandal video. The miracle videos one. Yeah, it was very hard that time when he couldn't even continue the voice. Especially in the video productions, very hard indeed to do that video. Donna Sanchez says, always love that song, this is beautiful work. Who Wants to Live Forever, the cancer version of it. It's just hard to watch that. Can't watch that anymore. Niem Soft says, Adoro versus I adore Freddie Mercury. Yeah, Mercury was good, wasn't he? He was great. Pat Barker says, wish that Cliff would come back. Well, Cliff was fired from AC/DC. Unfortunately, he was fired that week, and it's just that anyway, which is one thing that has to do that, which is just big thing and stuff. Nicola Pierce gave me a message as well about the video that was removed off here, by the way. And all I can just say, guys, now is that yep, that was removed. The News of the World debate thing, I haven't had anything back from Greg yet. It's still there, just waiting until it's ready to do soon. So that's really an interesting thing as well, which is cool. Apparently some people, when they watched the reaction to my movie trailer video, I got one comment right, and I kept this on actually, but this guy I think is a dick. Azel from 2 weeks ago said 14 minutes and I stopped watching. You decided not to like. You decided not to like it before watching it. Somebody is not a Queen fan. Someone's not a Queen fan. Somebody, you see these comments, right? These ones get to me. These ones, right? Here's something I'll say to Azel, right? Azel, if you're watching this back, mate, I want to say something to you, okay? You need to seriously have something in your brain about Freddie Mercury and Queen. You're not a serious Queen fan. You just watched it because you basically thought that it was just, you thought I was negative. I wasn't negative. It was my opinion to say if I had a negative or a positive thing. You don't understand what you're talking about. Watch the video. Watch the reaction. Because I have my own opinion. Azel doesn't understand. So, mate, either you're going to be, do you want to be on Queensville, or do you want to just really start being silly? Get a life, mate. Just grow up. Stupid people. And the spam one I've received. Here's the spams. I've had this one. Oh, apparently I've had one from a year ago. From CYQT. Says about the Brian Johnson thing. He says apparently AC/DC was AC/DC with Bon Scott. Totally agree. AC/DC is AC/DC with Brian Johnson, and I agree. Apparently now he says AC/DC will never be AC/DC with Axl. I'm actually going to prove that comment because apparently that is true. And in fact, from my point of view, it's just silly how AC/DC is now. Because maybe yes, maybe no, maybe future. But they kind of just don't know what to do with it, really. It's just like AC/DC's AC/DC, really. So how they can manage a band to be successful without all the original members now disappearing. AC/DC to me is no more. I mean, they can go perform live, but now the band's falling apart. It's just like a song with One Desire, falling apart, and it's just all falling apart together. It's just not working. So they just kind of think, well, yeah, but it's AC/DC, but it's kind of like, but kind of really being, you know, as it is anyway. And AC/DC is no more. As far as I'm concerned, just like, okay, AC/DC's finished now. That's it. So before I say goodbye to you all, guys, because we are going to end Queensville in a minute, we have an update from Mark Bryden, all down there in Westcliff, who's coming up to the northeast at the end of the month, which is 3 weeks away, living in Gateshead. Mark has took my proposal, and he is joining Queensville. And as I said to you guys, that I also asked him if he wants to join. I've talked to him on Facebook, and he said, yeah, love to. So now I'm going to have a co-presenter doing Queensville on a Saturday. Well, I'm going to really enjoy it. So Mark is now permanently going to be on Queensville now, sharing his Queen material, sharing his stories, and it'll be great to have him here as well because you guys can answer him questions on his Queen collection. How long has he been the fan? How long has he done it for? And I'm looking forward to Mark and me doing Queensville together. It's going to be really, really fucking amazing. You'll be sitting there, and we honestly will be having a 2-hour good conversation about how Queen is going to be now. And he'll also have questions as well about the movie, and he'll say, what do we think? Was it going to work? And you'll say, no, not really, mate. It's going to work out great. Yeah, it's fine. You never know anyway. But he watches Queensville every week anyway. Watches it every week. Or when he gets a chance. He's got a laptop in a minute. But yeah. Mark's joining Queensville next month, which is actually going to be after the meeting on the Saturday. Actually, his first live stream will be happening on the 7th of July after the meeting's over. How weird is that? 7th of July will be coming up anyway. to do the first Queensville live with me as a co-presenter, and it's going to be brilliant. And we can actually have all this channel now getting all sorted out now with somebody giving me a hand on techniques and stuff of video editing and giving the channel a bit more boost and everything else. And he'll also have ideas what to do and stuff. He'll probably say, do this, do a review of this one, do a review of that one. And I'm thinking, yeah, we'll do that. We'll schedule it out, we'll do some questions, and we'll have the quiz will be whoosh, be bigger as well. I've also realised that this channel is getting the best, highest views on this page since Queensville ever started. Right now, I can tell you how many views that I've had on this channel. And if you give me just 2 seconds, guys, I will tell you how many I've had. I mean, the views have been outstanding. The views I've had on the channel so far have been, and this is the total, by the way, so far, because everybody likes this channel now, 1,300. Well, I don't know how it works out. Actually, let me give me a second. Let me get snip material on here. So far, Queensville. I can't paste it in. I'll have to save it first. Well, save it first anyway. Queensville has apparently been getting the best channel. It's the best channel on YouTube for Queen information. And if I can get this pictures, not pictures. Pictures. Here we are. What's it there? Oh. No, that's me. Hold on a minute. That's wrong. No, don't want to delete my camera. Delete me. Thank you. Not working. It's not working. Well, why is this not working for? Come on, you piece of crap. Move it. It's not working. Anyway, the total views I've had on the channel has been nearly over 1,300. Well, I can't make it out actually. Nearly over 2 million. It's been nearly over 2 million views I've had for this page. That is just been incredible. And this channel has to make over about, subscribers are going to be about 2,000 subscribers or 3,000 subscribers or more. And the better I get the better views for the videos, the better chances this channel is going to get really good. And also, if you get 10k on your channel, you get the award for the best channel on YouTube. And this channel apparently is just getting so many good views on videos I've produced, content that's kind of it's not making a lot of views for content I've made, but it is actually getting you guys great to see different content on Queen. It doesn't have to be Queen all the time. It's got to be vinyl releases, CD releases, DVD releases, anything. And the channel originally was started up basically as a Queen channel because nobody was doing this sort of thing. Nobody was reviewing Queen. Nobody was going into mix numbers. No one was going into vinyl stuff and how it was working out. And now Queensville has gone on and on and on for about 9 years. That channel was relaunched just in January, and now it's just getting fantastic. People just coming on and loving the channel. So thanks guys for your great support for over the past few months. And now that the banner's changed on it now, Queensville's new banner is now going to be concentrating on the artist releases for coming out on ST Entertainment. And because now this logo has changed. This Queensville logo has changed. In fact, I should have put the new one on, but I don't have the new one at the minute. I don't even know where it's gone actually. But apart from that, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's viewing Queensville. I think you guys have just been making my year so phenomenally brilliant. And the better chances that Queensville's going to stay, the more chances you guys can contribute to the channel, give me ideas and videos you want me to do. Angry Penguins obviously getting relaunched again as well, which I've started on that video. There's a new Angry Penguin video being produced at this minute actually, which is the 80s video. We're looking at getting that sorted out. The other thing I need to say, guys, is the video that you probably might have saw last week about the deletion of my YouTube page. What happened was my old YouTube channel, the Tez channel, I wanted to erase that. So I erased it, and apparently it erased this as well. It actually erased all of the content. Luckily, 5 minutes later, I logged back into my account and my account was saved, and all the videos were saved on this channel. So thank God YouTube didn't erase this channel, because what I was trying to do was, it said that do you want to delete your account? I says, well, I want to delete the channel account. So apparently what you had to do was you had to wait nearly 5 minutes until your channel was reconfigured and back on, and then it was saved. So luckily I recovered it. So there's a new feature they brought in called Recovery Manager. So when you sign your Queensville account, I don't sign into it because I obviously automatically have a code where it's a security code on it. I log into my account and then I can get back onto my content and upload my live streams live. That's the crisis I had. So that video will be coming off anyway. So I just thought to let it clarify, guys, that Queensville was saved. It's okay. The videos were all saved on there. I didn't even need to do that thing anyway from it. I could make you a better profile picture with Photoshop. If you can do that, mate, I'll be happy. Queensville needs a new, basically, this thing that I've had for many years on my channel, this logo I've had here. I really need something. I need a new Queensville logo made. Actually, I can't do it because I'm hopeless at editing. I'm useless on paint. If anybody can design me a brand new logo for the little logo on the channel, if someone can do that for me, please do it, because it'd be great. But it has to have ST Entertainment also on it as well. Queensville ST Entertainment Limited. Game Ahead, if you can give me your Facebook thing, give me a message on Facebook and let me know, and we can talk. Do some ideas for me, mate, because I'm looking for somebody actually who wants to design logos and JPEG images for my videos, because I've got nobody at the minute to hire, and I can't afford it as well, because I'm seriously doing this business at the minute, which is one thing. So that's kind of a sketch in the works anyway from it. If anybody is interested in doing any designs for me or for the channel, please let me know. I don't need any animation done. It's just basically JPEG images I need. But if anyone can do that for me, that'll be sweet. Okay, guys, I am now going to go. My dog is asleep now. I think she was going to go out, but unfortunately, it's just not perking out. Johnny says, I thought Geordie left. I'm not going to say anything about it. Basically, you'll have to watch the very beginning of the stream, because unfortunately, I'm about to leave now because I've been on for 2 hours. So John, very quick message, mate. When the stream's over, watch it from the very beginning, and you get all the details on the very beginning of it. You can chat with me on Instagram. If you want to add me on Instagram, guys, you can. It's Tez Super. Facebook, Tez Super. Queensville's channel links are on this page now. You can basically go to the very main front page. Queensville is going new page. SC Entertainment is also on the front of this page as well. Like the page. Love live streams. And check it out. And that's good. Apart from that, guys, I'm absolutely so shattered from this week. Next week's stream is going to be great next week. Next Saturday, we're going to do the launch of Jade's album with Jade and Jodie next week. Next Saturday, Jade and Jodie are coming up here to do their albums, and press launch is going to happen next week. So guys, look out for that. I'm telling you, next week's going to be brilliant. And then the week after, Mark comes up and joins Queensville for permanent after that as well, which is even cool. But now I'm going to go, guys. I'm sorry if you guys are tuned in late. The stream is over now, I'm afraid, guys. If you guys want to go back to the very beginning of the things, leave your comments on the videos. Any ideas you want to have, any guys, please go over to Queensville, post anything you want. Thanks very much to Michael. Thanks to Gaming Ahead. Thanks to John. I'm so sorry, John. I have to go now because basically time's getting on. Thanks very much to Michael for the brilliant artwork for Dead Inside. Really loved it so much. Very good indeed. Rest of you guys, have a great weekend. See you guys back here next Saturday for a special Queensville next week. We've got an amazing thing happening next week, guys. And I can't wait till next week comes. It's going to be cool. I'll send you a message soon for the profile picture. Yeah, please do, mate. I'll get it off you later off Facebook, which is cool. The rest of my night's going to be really much relaxing now for the rest of the night, because I'm going to be relaxing and I'm chilling out for the rest of the night because I am so tired from this week. But yes, everybody, by the way, for really supporting Queensville for all the past few months. And also thanks very much to everybody also at yesterday's meeting was brilliant. Thanks also very much to everybody who are liking the streams and loving the music we're bringing out. Jade's album is out soon, guys. Get it, buy it, do what you want with it. Do not stream it live on YouTube. Otherwise you'll get copyright infringement and lawsuits will happen and go, you did it for nothing. It's not. Doesn't work that way, guys, I'm afraid. It will be uploaded on this channel soon. See you guys next week for a special Queensville. Till then, bye.